really buffs his recovery because of those walls.
How does Meta Knight fare on this stage?
Meta Knight's, he's about even. It does give him a little more space to recover with his up B, because he can, like, so it's a lower blast zone, he can kind of duck down with his up B and come back. But we'll see how CoxBox fares. I know this is a good Ike stage. For as far as I know, Tieske doesn't mind this stage either. So right now we have Tieske has a pretty convincing lead. Counter and neutral. New meta. And the thing is, Ike, like, only takes a few hits for him to really come back, because all of his moves are so strong. And nice Nair really covered any of Ike's options.
I really thought I could have made it back with quick draw there, but
he was a little bit too far out. He did charge it, but by the time he made it to the wall, he was he dropped too low.
I don't know if down air was his best option.
Nice down air at 5%. That Tieske really wasn't expecting him to go for such an unsafe option, and it really paid off. Kind of went for all the pudding right there.
Style points.
Style points. Unfortunately, we don't do the rules where one style kill equals 3 regular kills.
Does anyone do those rules?
Nobody does those rules. It's a meme.
It's bad.
Nair is a really potent tool for Meta Knight. Really does good damage and has high knockback. Good kill move. And so far, CoxBox has really been getting caught with those side Bs onto the stage. And Tieske keeps trying to Nair Ike's up B, which is extremely disjointed. Maybe if he tries to Nair later, or I'm not entirely sure, or just use another different move to cover that option, or allow him to land on stage. And
did Meta Knight just get hit by down air while above Ike?
It has a hitbox that kind of like stretches.
I didn't know that.
A lot of moves like that. Unfortunate SD. But again, like just a forward air, or like we just saw right there, could really take the seal of stock. So we see a really even game right here.
Good combos coming out from the Meta Knight though. Or from Tieske.
It's really simple strings. And then we see CoxBox really didn't get caught by that side B there. He kind of adapted to that. He really does like to approach onto the stage with his counter, which hasn't really been effective yet.
And that Meta Knight side B is good to recover high with, but it's...
And unfortunately...
It's a good mix-up.
Fortunately, that was some severe jank from Ike's up B, which is probably the jankiest move in the game. Has some really weird properties. So... Tieske is a stock down, but he does have the ability to bring this back, as we saw last week against Fang.
Meta Knight absolutely has the combo game that is required to bring a game back.
That was a really nice read there by CoxBox with that running to grab. And again, we see Tieske really getting caught with those uppies. And that was a nice mix-up. CoxBox really wasn't expecting it, and we will see CoxBox really go for all of it, and unfortunately he probably could have side B'd and done the wall jump. So this, CoxBox does have his percent lead, but this could end up turning around in Tieske's favor.
Meta Knight needs is a few good reads or good tech chases.
Or Meta Knight does have that Gimp power too. And a lot of, really nice forward air. Caught him with away DI, and a solid game one from CoxBox. So let's see where Tieske takes them. Depending on what CoxBox bans, I generally know where Tieske is going to go.
Bans going out to, what is that, Battlefield and...
yeah. So, Battlefield really doesn't suit Ike very well because of his recovery gets nerfed. It's similarly to this stage, but he does have a little more room to do quick draw shenanigans.
This stage really benefits Meta Knight though.
It does. It's just a good stage in general. It's very neutral.
True.
And again, we don't see CoxBox sweet spotting and getting punished for it. He cuts with that side B, and we already see a convincing lead from Tieske coming up.
85%, just out of an edge guard.
Just out of an edge guard. Unfortunately, on this stage, Ike doesn't have that much, many ways to mix up his recovery.
Yeah,
but that was a really good back air to steal out the stock. And we see here in the tech chase situation, mixes it up with up throw instead of down throw, which is generally the thing to use. Either that or as a tech air.
Tech air?
Tech air. Like messing up your tech.
Ah.
Throw air or something like that.
I think it's tech air.
Tech air. Again, Ike can really, that's my fault, Ike can really just needs a couple hits to really pull him to the lead.
Both of these characters have really volatile play styles.
Yep. Meta Knight's a little bit more combo based, while Ike really benefits for strong reads and quick draw shenanigans. Nice forward smash, is really strong on Meta Knight, and again, a good down smash. The second hit of Meta Knight's down smash is actually stronger and has more knockback, so it's important to watch out for that, and Tieske did a really good job in turning around and really letting that shine. Up air string, more or less is 63% on an up air string. And again, this is like night and day from the first match.
Meta Knight can really convert combos out of almost anything.
And unfortunately, in bad SD, messed up ledge dash. So hopefully we don't see a forward stock, but again, anything's possible. Ike really also likes to be in the air, so and this game Tieske's done a good job of punishing.
Running is just going for the raw F smash there.
He's really at high percents. A lot of players tend to look for kill moves rather than just playing and letting him open up naturally and punishing approaches. Good back air puts CoxBox into a pretty bad decision. We also see him generally go for the wall jump to kind of mix up his recovery, but he does it a little bit too much in my opinion. Because if you do it every single time, it's gonna get punished. And gets caught by that side B there is a good way to mix up his recovery, because he could have just landed on the stage. And just a single nair at this point, or a back air, or a lot of stuff can really kill. And there it goes. Unfortunately, we see the 4-stock. And again, that match was night and day from the first one. The first one was a really solid, close match, and it just seems like Tieske turned it on the way he really needed to play. So we see can't go back to Green Hill Zone because CoxBox won on that stage, and you can't go back to a stage you won on. So. And we see Dash Dancing Shenanigans is also a very nice Ike stage. Really close blast zone, so we can get a lot of early kills.
Nice pillar, so we can recover.
Yep, basically.
Mix up his recovery.
Or just blatantly recover.
That's true.
CoxBox getting a little bit thirsty there for that raw F smash. Just straight up charging it. And nice back air to really punish the tornado approach to recover. We're going to have to see some really solid tech chases here from Tieske if he really wants to make this comeback. Or we can just see a lot of up air strings like we did last match, but I don't really feel like this stage lends itself to be more of a Meta Knight's friend. Meta Knight really likes a little bit more wide open spaces rather than really close spaces. So. And again, CoxBox does have a pretty solid lead over Tieske right now. But again, we've seen Tieske make really good comebacks before. You just kind of have to turn the light on.
Tieske can make good comebacks. Meta Knight has that in him as a character, and Tieske as a player. But I can definitely get the early % kills on the stage.
We see CoxBox going there to try to either as a tech air or a tech flub, or he was actually trying to catch Meta Knight without any invincibility, and Tieske slipping. And Meta Knight's recovery has really been nerfed in the last several patches of PM. So a lot of his side B got nerfed, his up B doesn't go as far, it only can go at a certain angle.
You can only glide once per air time too, can't you?
Yeah.
I thought that was the case.
So unfortunately, we've seen Tieske kind of converting, getting some good punishes when CoxBox decides to land on stage, especially with quick draw, because it does have a lot of in lag, including his up B. that Nair really did a good job of sealing out that stock, and so again, this isn't undoable, but on this stage, it just takes one strong hit like that back air to really sell the stock. So, really solid lead here from CoxBox. Tieske is going to need some really good tech chases or just combos in general.
So much more convincing showing from CoxBox than last game.
It may have just been the stage.
It's very possible.
So personally, he may want to ban that against either Tieske or against Meta Knight in general. Nice downer, went for where it all, and unfortunately we see the missed tech there too. So 2-1 CoxBox. Really